are you doing, Cheryl? Tell them what you're doing.
I am trying to share with some of our groups.
Yeah, we're just getting everything on there. Well, so we're going to start out with a couple of William Morris poems set to music, and the first one is a favorite of mine. The melody was written by Stephen Altman, and the words describe the story, tell the story of a primitive tribe who have to repel some invaders, and they have some really curious customs. The men dress up in armor, and in the beginning of the song we see them going to war, and the women ask them, "Hey guys, where are you going?" And the men say, "Oh, we're going out to gather up the cows." And so the women think about that for a second, and they come back and go, wait a second. Okay, so how come you're carrying the war banner? And the men go, "Oh, well, we always carry the war banner when we go out to get the wolves that are raiding the sheep herd." But the truth is, of course, the women know this full well, where the men are going. And the men know full well that the women know. This is a kind of a ritual, a kind of war of the sexes that they play throughout the book. The most charming part of the song is at the end of the song, which is that the words are, "And fair befall the mountainside whereon the play shall be. Fair befall the summertide that whoso lives shall see." And the "whereon the play shall be" is an actual play they perform at the end, where when men come home from the war and they've defeated the invaders, the women dress up as soldiers and repel the men, and of course the men then win the women, and they win their wives, and they have big marriages at the end. It's also very primitive and charming, but it's a remarkable song. So the Cheryl is going to represent the women.
Oh,
so she's not just
unique.
one, but she is the women, and I will represent the sneaky and sarcastic men.
And did you tell them about the music written by?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, we did
Sorry.
that part.
I was busy sharing, so I wasn't
And
paying attention.
after we finish that up, I guess I'll tell you a little bit of the second song and stop after that then. So this is called "Fair Before the Mountainside," and it's in a book called "The Roots of the Mountains," which is probably one of the first fantasies ever written. On the eye still, the eddies lap them round. All dikes the wind-worn waters fill, and waneth grass and ground.
Oh, ride ye to the river's brim, in war we'd fair to see, or winter waters will ye swim, in hauberks to the knee.
Wild is the day and dim with rain, our sheep are warded ill, the wood wolves gather for the plain, their ravening maws to fill.
Nay, what is this, and what have ye? A hunter's band to bear. The
deal with death and dread. The banner of our fathers' days must flap the wind overhead. Wheat is won, the seed is sown. Here toileth many a maid, and ere the grass knee-deep hath grown, your grooms the grass shall wade. And fair befall the mountainside, whereon the place shall be, and fair befall the summertide, that whoso lives shall see. Okay, this next song, also a William Morris piece. It's one that I set to music. It is similar in the sense that it's kind of a little bit of a war of the sexes. And in this one I sing I sing both the male and the female part. And in the first part of the song, he's criticizing the girl. They're apparently dining, and he's criticizing the girl because her skin is tanned and her hands are rough. And he's teasing her a little bit, and saying that she's boyish somehow. And when the first chorus, she rounds right on him right away and says, "Look, buddy, while you were doing this and this, I was out protecting things and doing all these other things." And it's kind of a charming song. It's called this is called a Even Song of Upmeads. And this is from the first true fantasy, which Morris wrote in 1896, called The Well at the World's End. And like the Tolkien fantasies that followed it, it had way songs that you would sing throughout the story, or people would sing while they were traveling. And that's kind of the evolution of that.
So we have a lot of, before you start, we have a lot of people watching, and if you're watching, we'll get to you, but just drop us a line so we know you're there. Thank you.
Art thou man, art thou made, through the long grass going? The short shirt thou bearest, and no beard I see. And the last wind ere moonrise about thee is blowing. Wouldst thou meet with thy maiden, or look'st thou for me? Bright shineth the moon now, I see thy gown longer. Down by the hazels, Joan meeteth her lad. But hard is thy palm, lass, scarcely was stronger. What's grip than thy hand is, that maketh me glad? And now as the candles shine on us and over, though shapely thy feet are, but brown on the floor, as the barefooted mowers amidst of the clover, when the goat snow is broken and mid-June is o'er. And will I follow thee till the earth waneth away? Yes, I will follow thee. Oh, hard are my hand palms, because on the ridges I carried the reed hook and smote for thy sake. And in the hot noontide I swept off the midges, as thou lay'st neath the linden o'er though to awake. And brown are my feet, because the sun burneth high up on the downside amidst of the sheep. And there in the hollow where from the wind turneth, thou lay'st in my lap whilst I sung thee to sleep. And will I follow thee till the earth waneth away? Yes, I will follow thee. Oh, friend of the earth, come nigher and nigher. Thou art sweet with the sun's kiss as meads of the May. O'er the rocks of the waste, o'er the water and fire, will I follow thee, love, till earth waneth away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot a couple of those changes, but
Hey.
I shouldn't admit to it. I don't have to copy that.
That's right. Nobody even noticed.
This
So-
this song is a song I wrote one day when we went shopping at the Cross Gates Mall. And I wrote it on the way to the Cross Gates Mall. I started writing lyrics in the Toyota handbook, and then I started writing on the back of bills, on the back of our lunch little place setting that they give you. And then got home and worked on those lyrics for another couple of days or so, and was almost a swoon to get it finished. And it's pretty remarkable in the sense that sometimes you have to ask yourself, where did these things come from? But what's remarkable about writing a song at the Cross Gates Mall?
Now, we don't normally go to the Cross Gates Mall, but we
I might go
happened.
back.
We happened
Because
to
I can
be
get a song out of it.
getting supplies with our daughter for her college days.
But it's nice to think that when you're walking around in the mall underneath the fluorescent lights that somebody's composing a medieval ballad or something like that.
Only you, baby.
No, I mean, people think all kinds of things. You know, we think they go into fluorescent lights and they're just zombies, but no.
Where can
no,
I spend
no,
my
no.
money?
No, that's not. They're writing medieval war songs and God knows what else.
I was hoping you'd cry.
song about promises kept ever ring through my heart. Now the oath breaker's song, it's a curse down the years. It's the only song I know. Shields once were embossed with the hammer and the cross. When the lands grew fat and the summers ever were fair, but the reaping grows dim where the leaf hooks all our swords, and the harvest now had begun. A storm tumbled the pines, drove the oak leaves astray. When the long ships beached by the bay, burned then was the heart. The shield hung roof tree so tall, and the blackened stones of our breached walls were all that remained. A cloud conquered the sun, all our shadows stolen away. Now our ashes ride with the wind. The brambles grew wild on the old trodden way, while the horn blast sounds down on the days. Will a cold rain never end, like the trust in a lost friend? Will a song about promises kept ever ring through my heart? Now the oath breaker's song, it's a curse down the years. It's the only song I know. A storm tumbled the pines, drove the oak leaves astray. When the long ships beached by the bay.
forgot to, usually I silence the phone and turn off the answering machine, but That didn't happen, sorry, I forgot. But anyway, now it gives me a chance to say hello to people. So our usual suspects, Mom and Michael and Gary, and I'm sure Karen and Jimmy and Albie and Janice are on. And then we also have Janet and Dave. Hi, Bolt. And
Hey.
oh, Blaze, he's a usual suspect on there.
I threw the telephone into a drawer.
Did you probably didn't turn off the answering machine, but oh well, that's okay. I can go try that later. Who did I miss on here?
Okay.
Blaze. David Wagner
Hey, Dave.
and Dan.
So Monday is April 5th, and April 5th at 9 o'clock, we'll be doing a special show on WDST, which is, the call letters are 100.1.
Yes.
But I imagine most of you will just go to your computers and just, listen to it online. And we're going to be playing the Save the Mountain album, which was the album we recorded 40 years ago. On that day, on April 5th, 40 years ago, we had the CD release. I'm sorry, the vinyl album release at the Joyous Lake. And so it's exactly 40 years from the date. We'll be talking about how we made the record and what the whole meaning of it was. How we beat back a corporation and saved Lake Minnewaska so that all of us have it today, and that it's not a private lake surrounded by condominiums. That almost happened. It's almost hard to believe. One of the most gorgeous places in the world, it just so easily can become somebody's ugly private property. But Minnewaska is still there, and it proves the point that a small group of committed people oftentimes can get results.
Hey, Jerry.
So this is one of the songs from the CD. It's a song written by Gary TerBush and Sonia Hansen called "Save the Mountain."
Want to get your
Yeah, I do. Dead always called you lake in the sky. Holy and so sacred, I know the reason why. We call out precious mountain, your friends are by your side. To help you in your battle, we won't let you die. Felt the wind on the mountain many a time. Clear streams flowing, the sun through the pines. This beauty that you've shown us, Mother Nature's hand. Live on, Minnewaska, by you we'll stand, and we must save the mountain. Save the mountain. Save the mountain for all time. It's sad when men use money in everything they do. They steal the mountain's beauty away from me and you. The hand of corporate power moves steadily along. We must stop the madness, help us sing the song, and we must save the mountain.
Gary for that song.
So is Brian on it?
No, I haven't seen him.
Okay.
I don't think he's next door yet.
Go ahead.
Hi, Lynn. Thanks for joining us. Lynn Porter.
Hi, Lynn. Okay.
Let's see. Just fixing some things up here. So check out WDSD Monday, April 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern. I haven't seen the Mountain Album.
Ooh, I started out with the fast one. Okay.
Well, you're fast.
I was gonna have to. Yeah. This is called Over the Mountain. Here we go. Dave Wagner, you'll remember this song. And out on the plains, there is my country girl. I just found out her name. This can't be wrong, 'cause this melody is coming on so strong, so strong. Her voice is like a summer breeze that's blowing through my hair. Though I've only seen her once, I hear it everywhere. And I know I'll be hearing it everywhere I go, where I go. Has brought about a change. I sang it on the mountaintop against the driving rain. Unless I'm wrong, well, the sun came out to hear this song, to hear this song. Over the mountain and out on the plains, there is my country girl. I just found out her name. This can't be wrong, 'cause this melody is coming on so strong, so strong. Over the Mountain. This next song is a song written by Stephen Kerlinger, also known as Buck Dilly, who passed away a few years ago. And we really miss him, but this is a great Buck Dilly song, and I think some of you might remember this, and Dave, you might remember this one too. I saw an unusual moon the night I wrote this song that came. It made me think of you, the words that fell from me like tears. Believe it or not, I heard the wind song ringing down the street. Peculiar little melody reminds me of the place where you live. fights with the breeze. I remember to mark my way by trees. I've got nowhere I wanna go. I'm just moving slow. Alone, I'm all alone. There's no one man I really need to know. No one man I really need to know. When I was young, I dreamed of being free. Now it's all done. I'm underneath the trees, but I wonder about children born today, if they'll ever understand my way. I've got nowhere I wanna go. I'm just moving slow. Alone, I'm all alone. There's no one man I really need to know. No one man I really need to know. Now a young dog turns 7 tonight, and I must go. It's getting on tonight, and although I must leave and stay behind, where I go, I bring peace of mind. I've got nowhere I wanna go. I'm just moving slow. Alone, I'm all alone. There's no one man I really need to know. 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 Ooh, I can take a quick minute to tune this guitar.
Oh, what a good idea.
Yeah, hearing
Yeah.
No One Man reminds me, and I hear you play the harmonic at the end of that, reminds me of Felix Drever, who played Hammond on that, and that's kind of what your part is like.
Yeeks.
And when you hear our new, we recreated No One Man and Over the Mountain. Both of those we recreated them on our album Flaming June, and also I believe it's No One Man appears on Catskill Dogs. Tried to do it pretty much like they were done by the Womblers. So we had Pete Levin playing a lot of parts that
Yeah,
tried to
Pete.
recreate, especially in No One Man, which we tried to make similar to some of Felix's parts, which I believe Felix played a piano solo on that.
I don't know if I'm going to talk about something else here. Sorry to go off
Okay.
topic, but our neighbor Brian has a birthday tomorrow, and I don't know if he's watching right now, but maybe he'll watch later. So I want to wish Brian
Wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and that's great, and that's terrific. And I understand we're getting a gift back from them.
Yes.
Right?
I learned that if you want to fight woodchucks and keep them out of your spaces, you put down used kitty litter. So they have a cat. We don't.
That's enough.
We can
Stop
stop
right
there.
there.
Okay,
That's
you can
it.
put
That's
two
the
and two
story.
together and see what's going to happen
Okay,
here.
blame it on me. Thanks for coming out tonight, by the way.
fun. All right. Brother Jen, I think we need to.
Yeah, having a memory night tonight. I believed in you when I was still lonely. The shadow that ran out before me. I reached out to you. We were holding, and I ever faster fell behind you. Still I was alone, but I was feeling stronger. I found freedom in motion and wonder. I called up to you, and we were floating painlessly, just like angels on that morning without end. Two of us running together, chasing the sunlight from the mountains. The night comes from the east, soon you'll hear us singing, shaking the night fears from our shoulders. Two of us running together, chasing the sunlight from the mountains. The night comes from the east, soon you'll hear us singing, shaking the night fears from our shoulders. Sometimes in the night, I still wake up lonely. A shadow comes racing behind me. I reach out to you, and you hold me close and warm as the sunbeams kick up gold dust by our window. Two of us running together, chasing the sunlight from the mountains. The night comes from the east, soon you'll hear us singing, shaking the night fears from our shoulders. Thank you very much. We hope you all have a great week, and we're gonna see you in a week.
Well, before that, we'll hear you listening to WDST on Monday, April 5th at 9 p.m. to the Save the Mountain album. But thank you again. We really appreciate that you took time out to join us. We're very grateful that you could make it, and we hope to see you again next week.